Chicago is one of the hub cities where most immigrants tend to cluster. Other great cities like this include Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, Miami, Washington, D.C., and Houston. Chicago is now home to more than 100 ethnic groups. Every one of them contributes to the atmosphere that makes the United States a world-class country. The story of America is told in Chicago's neighborhoods. Wave after wave of immigrants carried with them the most cherished customs and traditions from their native countries into the melting pot of the USA. The children of these immigrants tend to learn English quickly and adapt American habits. Often, they end up being translators for their parents. In recent years, questions have been raised about the blending of the cultures. Researchers say that immigrants are resisting becoming too American. Schools, as well as our consumer society, play a major part in the melting pot. We talked to many students from neighborhoods around the city to find out how they felt about their future. And these are some things they had to say. To help me with this, here is Daisy Santillanes and Jeanette Galarzo.
Thank you, Anna. One of the first things that we asked them was, can you describe what life was like in your native country?
It was like real rocky, and there were like a lot of ants, but like over here, it's like the land's all smooth.
Many Malays, Chinese, and Asian Indians live there. Chinese usually wear Western clothes like we do, and Malays, they wear like a skirt called a sarong.
In Hong Kong, there's like a lot of people and it's really crowded.
My life was calm and I would enjoy the hot climate.
Great! Why did your family decide to come to the United States?
They thought it was a free country, and they had lots of opportunities for themselves and for me and my siblings.
They wanted a better opportunity in their life, and they get freedoms, and they get a lot of government support, like for education for me.
She needed opportunities in her life.
My mom and my dad wanted better opportunities for me and better education for me, and they wanted me to have a good career.
I think there's a lot more chances here. They didn't have that much education when they were there, and they wanted better jobs too.
I am here for better school and better life. Like most immigrants, they wanted to reach the dream of coming to the United States and have a better life.
All right, there are many wonderful things and bad things about life in every country. Can you tell us about that?
Some good things about my native country, in Africa, was because my parents, they were from like a rural area, and there were like open fields, so that there were like lots of open spaces to play. Negative things are that like there's not as much technology. The schooling is not as good as we have over here, because they use like real harsh punishments and stuff.
In Malaysia are that they have very good food to eat for a very cheap price. But some bad things is that they have poor living standards.
That there isn't like much like freedom to it.
Everything was cheap there, and there were a lot of tourists, so I got to see how the styles were when I was little. The bad things were that the technology wasn't advanced, the economy is really poor, and the way people lived was really sad. And
the amount of money that was in Poland was not so good, and the government didn't have a lot of money, so it was kind of like one of the poorer countries in the world.
The bad thing is that there's less jobs there and a lot of criminals. And the good thing is that kids still have respect to their families, teachers, grown-ups, and I still consider that there's friendly people there.
All right, then we asked, how do you feel about life in the United States?
The education, because there's like a whole lot of more opportunities here than in my native country. I have the freedom of speech. Some of the bad things are that there's a whole bunch of like crime here.
I think I have a good life here because it's not as segregated as the schools in Malaysia, my native country.
The education is really good and we have a lot of freedom.
The best thing about the United States is that almost everybody is nice. That I have a good life here because I have a lot of friends and my mom is here and I have a little brother. My mom takes care of me as best as she can, and I think that's very important to have a good life.
We're living a better life, and the place we're living is a lot bigger than in Hong Kong. So I think I have all that I need so far in this country.
I like America. I have lots of friends. My dad has a good job. My little sister, brother, and me go to school, and we have a better education.
So, statistics show that 1 out of 10 Americans are foreign-born. What is it like living in a multicultural neighborhood?
You can learn about other cultures and their traditions and their ways of life.
I get to learn their culture, their traditions, and I get to join their festivities too.
And I think this is really good because you can learn how they live and how they celebrate their holidays and what kind of food they have, especially Italians because they have the best food. and you get to learn the reason for St. Patrick's Day from Irish people.
That was great. In the year 2010, where do you see yourself?
In college.
I would see myself as a college graduate and a very independent person.
Still going to college.
Both going to college, getting my degree as a lawyer, and being a professional singer.
Interior designer, or still in college, getting my master's. I will be living in a sophisticated city with lots of technologies and the buildings and flying cars possibly.
I see myself in the secondary, graduating from college in California.
Finally, we asked, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
It would probably like Paris because it's like real luxurious there, and well, there's like a whole bunch of movie stars that like when they retire they go to live there, and people like most people who live there live a real luxurious life, and I would be rich.
Ireland, because I love their culture and their sights are really, really pretty, and especially because I love Irish dancing.
Italy, because I love their food.
I'd like to go to the Bahamas because I just love the weather and I love to go swimming, and I think that'd be really cool.
Hawaii, because it's really pretty there.
And I believe it would be Hawaii because it's kind of like a paradise.
In Czechoslovakia. Florida, because over there they have a good climate.
From our interviews, it's obvious that these children of immigrant families all shared some common beliefs based on their experiences here in the United States. They all felt that their families had good opportunities to make a better living. They felt that they are free to make choices, are free to travel, and could voice their opinions without consequence. They felt they had better educational opportunities, felt they could attain higher goals, and felt good about their futures. They all enjoyed experiencing other cultures and felt good about the place where they lived in the USA. They felt that they were accepted and that they belonged here.
Although researchers point out that families tend to stay in their own ethnic groups, it's clear from the upbeat, positive attitude of their children that they are already melting in. They are already part of a better America.
And through their achievements, show the world that cultures living together create a climate of prosperity and success. So, from the Panasonic Kid Witness News team, Anna Liang, Daisy Santillanes, and myself, Janek Galarzo, thank you for watching.